All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we're out here at a place I don't think I've recorded yet. This is the Rapidan River in kind of middle northern Virginia. This is the upper portion of the river where it's a lot shallower and wadeable, at least in this particular section. Fished here once before briefly for a few hours. Did all right. There was a lot of people swimming here at the time. I'm back today. It's not busy, so this should be interesting, and we're going to see if we can do some exploring. See, that way it gets deeper. This way it is shallow and wadeable, and we went up there about 50 yards last time. We're gonna see if we can do better this time, so stay tuned. We're gonna get after it. It's beautiful out here. It's gonna be hot. It's bright and sunny. A little disappointed so far. No bites. Maybe a nibble by a sunfish. Thought there might at least be something in this area right here first thing in the morning before anybody comes down here to swim the place up, but I guess not. All right, we're back with another one of those block rocking beats. We are now fully kitted up in our Corker's red side wading boots. We're running felt in case we run into some slippery rock. Our pockets are empty. All of our gear is on our back. We're going to start out today with an owner 1/32 ounce offset jig head with a Nico Helgramite mud bug pattern, which is a fan favorite. We're also going to start with our dark Matter FishHawk 6-foot light fast power rod, and we also have our Daiwa medium light 6 rod with us, just in case anything goes wrong with this rod or we need something heavier. FishHawk rod is running Pflueger Presidential. It's their ultralight size. Forget what it's called specifically. The Daiwa rod on my pack is a 2500 size reel, which is a little bit too big, but it is what came with the combo at the time. It does all right. Running 6-pound JBraid 8-strand on our FishHawk rod. Running 20-pound JBraid 8-strand on our Daiwa 6'6" spinning combo. So, like they say, there's nothing to it but to do it. So I'm fixing to get into this water that's probably cold. Let's see what we can see. Definitely bait fish, minnows. That's always a good sign. We'll start off with a quick little downstream check here at the swimming hole. See if there's anything hanging out down there. You never know. Hopefully you can see the beautiful world. That's where we came in from. Some people have left their inner tube trash to get washed away in the next rain. But you know, what are you gonna do? People are gonna do what they're gonna do. I can't stop them all. All right. So up here, this section here is where I caught fish when I was here previously. Now, it's definitely changed since I was here. That was last year. significantly different. And yeah, I'm glad I wore my felt because look at all these lovely rocks. Better to have goat grip than to be falling on our ass all day, every day. Now, I don't have polarized sunglasses, so I can't see all the fish that aren't here. But so far I'm seeing 0 fish, which is not a particularly good sign. Water is very shallow through here. This is much shallower than it was last year when I came through here. I think it had been raining. I think it was later in the year, because right now we're in the beginning of August. I think that might have been like September or something when I was here before. We got sandbars where there was never sandbars. Just a lot of different stuff going on here. So far, not good. No bites. A lot of nothing going on, baby. No bites. Water's all shallow. Might have been the wrong move. That was a fish again. Another bite. Not connecting. For whatever reason. So far, this has been a big old bust. I don't know what's going on. The water's too low. I mean, something's just not right. Oh, had a fish. It's all right. Give that another go. Fish on. Fish on. Tiny fish on. Tiny fish. Oh, look, it's our first rock bass. First ever rock bass. Look at that. I've never caught one of those. I presume that's what you guys call rock bass. Look at those bright colored fins at his bottom. Wow. Oh, and he is strong and angry. Look at that. I've never seen the dark colored belly fins like that. Is that a smallie? I'm pretty sure that's like a rock bass, right? He's got red eyes. No food in his mouth, so I don't know what he's been eating, but check that out. New species. All right. And then see if you can watch him swim away. There he goes. Sweet. New species for the win. That's exploring right there. That's new. New and exciting. And he was barely able to eat that, so somewhat unexpected catch. He was barely able to get that thing in his mouth. That was probably another one. Fish on. Is that another one? No, what is that? That's a tiny, tiny smallmouth. Look at that. And he went to town on my Helgermite too. Hooked him deep in the jowl. Yeah, dummy. You went after that. And now look at you, bleeding out. And you quick released yourself. All bloody before I had a chance to look you over. That's all right. Finally on the board with 2 tiny fish. See if we can get some bigger ones. 1 smallmouth. Thank you, hole, for our first 2 fish. Put us on the map. Can't be mad at you. All right, fish on. It's been over an hour since our last 2 little tiny fish. We finally got something on a Rapala jointed minnow. And what is it? It is a 1/2 pound smallie. Look at that. That took forever. Oh, and he's barely hooked. Barely hooked. Look at that, barely hooked in his little ripped lip. Oh, and he's eating little bugs. Look at that, can you see that? He's eating little bugs of some sort. He's healthy, but he's small, because he's a smallmouth. All right, little buddy, I can't do a whatcha-jigger right here. Underwater release, because there is no underwater release here. There's no water. First time I ever caught a fish on that jointed Rapala minnow. And it was in the current. Which I am surprised. And it was in the current. That time we hooked a rock. Fish on again. What do we got this time? Oh, he's in the current. What is that? Oh my gosh, we snagged a bluegill. Look at that. Pretty little bluegill. Little fat sucker. Bloop. He swiped at it and we snagged him in the side of his face. Why he swiped at a 4-inch jointed swim bait, we'll never know. But he certainly thought that was worth his time. That was a fish. There's a fish. Fish on. He's not fighting because he's foul hooked. Another foul hooked bluegill. Or no, an actual hooked micro smallie. Look at that. I was like, is there a fish? Is it not a fish? I don't know. Quick release, tiny smallie. So that was interesting. Let's try some more of that.